How's it going, guys? Cody, we're back again. We're dropping yet another video, freestyle video. Again, my subscribers are going to keep asking me. No, I've not been beat up. As you can see, burnt to fuck, absolutely burnt. Red arm, white arm, red arm, white arm. Same there, red arm, white arm. So what it was, I did a 12-mile mooch with like this, with my shadows out, and as you can see, white there and red all the way around there. Just did a 12-miler, random, burnt to fuck, great times. Anyway, guys, had some bit of downtime. I'm back. I fell out of love with it again. Come, love it, hate it. Love my subscribers, love the feedback. Thank you to Sarah and thank you to Will, who both donated to my channel. Very much appreciated. 20 from Sarah, 30 from Will. Very much appreciated. I really, it just shows love for what I do. And I'm on with the bones of my ass. A shameful thing, but I'm not going back to crime. So it's my situation. So I'm very grateful to them. Very much appreciated. And to anyone that's donated in the past. So this video is about mobile phones in prison. Why do people use them? Now, obviously, the first thing people are going to be like, well, people use it to get drugs in. Obviously, that is one way that mobile phones are used in prison. 1000%. It's not the only reason. There are more simplified and simple reasons why people use mobile phones in prison. Now, like I've said, right, so I'm filming on one phone, like this phone here. So this is a Samsung S8. In prison, this can go anything from £1,000, 1,200, 1,300, 1,400. It simply depends who's selling you the phone, i.e. if it's a friend, you might get mates rates. If you're buying it from a stranger, might be more. Depends how many are readily available within the prison, on the wing, etc., etc. Then there are smaller, more simplified like phones. Now this is one of the bigger ones, right? You've got the smartphone and you've also got this. Now as you can see, that's a camera. That is a phone. Right, now the battery's actually died, right? I'm a bit pissed off, but the battery's died, right, as you can see. But this is literally a pen. I don't know if you can see the nib there. Literally pen. So this is the thing. So the thing is with these phones, this is one of the bigger ones. There's phones that are like this, really are, right? So like I've said, why are phones readily available in prison? They come in many different ways. Like I said, some are obvious, some are not so obvious. Prison officers, visits, all the usual ways that phones get in, people plugging them. But then, like I said, they've got the BOSS chair. For those that don't know, BOSS chair stands for Body Orifice Security Scanner. Then the body scanners are still there, the BOSS chairs. Then they implemented in certain prisons, in quite a few prisons, they've got body scanners. You stand on this thing and it goes from left to right, and it's like an airport style scanner. The prisons are buying them from like these airports, second hand, run down on the last legs, but it shows what's inside your body. So if you've got any drugs, any phones, any chargers, I mean, look at this. That's the charging lead for that phone. Right, I'm selling this if anyone wants to buy it. It's tiny. It does work, it's just the battery's died, simple as that. But yeah, so like I said, they come in many different ways. People, like I said, through visits. We know where they come in from. Let's not, and I'm not blowing anybody up there. Everyone knows that phones are readily available in prison. They come in many different ways. Phones are used from everything from ordering contraband coming in. Could be staying in contact with a prison officer that you've got that's bent, that's bringing contraband into the prison for you, that's getting paid to do so by an outside faction. Say that you're part of an organised crime group, you've got a screw, you get friendly with the screw. You put the screw in contact with some of the boys on the out. The boys on the out go meet him, give him a load of contraband, smuggles the contraband into the prison. As soon as them drugs, mobile phones, whatever, especially drugs, new psychoactive substances like spice, as soon as they cross over the threshold from the civilian world on the out into the prison, they could quadruple, they can treble, they can quadruple, they go up 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times what they do on the street. It depends on supply and demand within the prison. If you're on the wing and you're the only person selling the drug, say there's a drought on or loads of parcels have been intercepted, you can charge a premium. I've seen bidding wars between prisoners for drugs, for spice, for cocaine, for heroin, right? Because you're the only person with it, you can charge a premium, right? If you've got several people on the wing selling the same drug, you've got to bring your prices down because it's like a marketplace. Someone will undercut you, they'll take your custom, you've got beef, you'll have to on-site them, fight them, whatever the case may be. It's a business place, and drug wars go on behind bars as well as on the out. Like I say, people use phones to go on dating sites. I know that might sound crazy. There are prisoners that are actively on dating sites across the UK. Not blowing anybody up, it's just a simple fact. I've read stories about girls on Plenty of Fish falling in love with cons that are in prison. It goes down that way. Prison officer, prisoner relationships, that's another reason that mobile phones are used within prison. Covered numerous stories where prison officers have had sexual affairs with prisoners, sending them videos and dirty voice calls and voice notes and bringing contraband in and all that stuff. Prisoners that are in for witness intimidation, they might have beat up the missus, don't condone it, but I know what goes on. They might be trying to contact their missus or via a prison phone. They can't ring them on the prison phone because the prison phone calls are recorded, right? That's evidence against you, so you can't put them numbers in. You might be under the public protection unit, you're in for harassment, threats to kill, witness intimidation, might be restraining orders in place, things like that. So yeah, so that's another reason. And this is the most simple one. So obviously, like I've just alluded to, people to intimidate people. It could be a witness in a case. Again, can't use the prison phone. They're recorded. Can't get caught on the prison phone threatening people because they're recorded. It's evidence, and it'll fuck your case, and you end up getting sent down. You could end up racking up further charges. Mobile phones, unless you get caught with them, you can do what you want with a mobile phone. Really, some people download and watch porn. Some people watch, I know prisoners that have watched just sports events on the phones and everything. The missus has had Sky at home. They've got Sky Go. They watch the football. The missus tops up the phone. They top up the phone. They've got unlimited internet watching the football game. United and Liverpool and then, I don't fucking know, Southampton. So yeah, that's another reason. Porn, WhatsApp, voice notes, Skype calls, and the most simple thing, and it sounds fucking mental, and it's to stay in contact with your friends and your family, not for illegal, like yes, phones are illegal in prison, but just to stay in contact with your loved one. If you're in prison for years, right, and you've not got a phone in your cell, now a lot of prisons have got phones in the cells, but a lot of cells haven't got phones in the cells, so you can only get out to use the phone when you're out of your cell. Now, in the current climate, as I've just done a story, prisoners are being locked up 23 to 23 and a half hours of the day. So if you've not got a phone in your cell, you've got to wait to get out to get on the phone. You might get 5 minutes, you might get 10 minutes. You might have 15 minutes to get a shower, post your letter, get your menus in and get on the phone. So as quick as that. I know prisoners that have just used a mobile phone to speak to their daughter on an evening. Not used it. I know prisoners that have used it for illegal means, of course, criminals, right? But simple as that. And people might say, well, Cody, there's a prison phone. Why don't you use the prison phone? Number one, the prison phone's so damn expensive, right? There are certain organisations where you pay, like the prisoner's girlfriend pays so much, and then he can ring a mobile, but it's like ringing a landline, and it's cheaper on the calls, right? But it's more expensive on the prison phone. If you've got a mobile phone in prison, you might have free. You're going to have, in the current climate, people have got 3 minutes, unlimited minutes. Might have unlimited internet, so you can WhatsApp ring, you can send pictures, you can send videos, you can call for hours. Charge your phone, call. Charge your phone, call. So, like I said, this is the way that the prison system is, and the prison phone's so damn expensive. People use the phones just to stay in contact with their friends, their family, or their loved ones. And like I've alluded to, yes, there are people that use it for criminal means, threaten witnesses, get drugs brought in, get someone shot, get someone targeted, get a gaff fucking targeted, get a car targeted, run a drugs empire from prison. It goes on, all that stuff, of course it does. But the most simplified reason is the prison phone so damn expensive. People just use it, not for criminal means, but just to speak to their daughter on an evening. To do a Skype call so she can show daddy what homework she's done or something like that. Simple as that. And like I said, if the prison phone wasn't so damn expensive, right, people would probably use them more. And like I said, if you're using it for criminal means, obviously you can't do that. I understand that. But like I've said, you've got phones like this that are smaller than this. This in comparison to my, look, that's how big it is. Right? There are phones that are about just like this, little Zancos. There's phones that are like this big. Unbelievable. Like phones that are the size of a key fob. Key fob. Unbelievable. And they're getting smaller. And the reason that these phones have been made and everything, and some of them get through beat the boss chair phone, but like I've said, a lot of prisons have brought in body scanners. If you've got this secreted inside yourself, put it in a condom, lube up, take some poppers or whatever, poop, straight to your poop chute. Tiny, tiny charger lead, right? Get it into prison. You could then sell it. You could keep it for yourself and use it for yourself. Speak to your friends, your family, your loved one, etc., etc. But yeah, phones are readily available in prison. And like I've said, these are just two variants. Oh shit, I've just dropped that. I've just dropped it on the floor. Stay there. So yeah, like I've said, yeah, these phones they're just readily available in prison. You're going to pay a premium for them though, because like I said, they're not cheap things. Because obviously you can get caught with it, you can get cell confinement, CC as it's known. There's loads of things that can go on. You can get punished, extra days, blah blah blah. But I don't blame anyone that has a mobile phone in prison. I've just dropped it again. Right guys, I'm going to leave this video here. Let me know what you think about the video. I've waffled on, I'm quite tired, so I've done a few videos. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. Cody out.